This makes me nervous, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing in 10 seconds. Um, my name is Stephen McMahon. I am the artistic associate and a choreographer for Ballet Memphis. I was born and raised in Glasgow, in Scotland, and I came to the US in 2001. And I joined Ballet Memphis in 2004. That's me. For the last 20 years, ballet has been at the front and center of every major decision I've ever made for my life. And now I'm about to take the next leap. I was always a very, not introverted, extroverted child. Much to the dismay of anybody that was in my immediate orbit. My poor mother spent all the money and time she could to try and channel that energy in me. I wanted to make things. I wanted to do all the things. I remember this I remember this desire vividly. You know, it was like I felt like my tiny wee body would explode if I couldn't get what was inside of me out. The problem was that I was really terrible at anything creative. My mother spent so much money on art supplies and whatever, and it would always end up within 30 minutes to be back in the box with me in the corner performing some kind of hysterical, I just can't do it kind of thing. It was endless. Look at that. Sometime in 1995, ballet kind of showed up unannounced. I sat in the theater. It was Scottish ballet performing Peter Pan. It was the first ballet I ever saw. I sat there with giant bug eyes and a fluttering wee heart. There was this thing, this beautiful, weird thing, these gorgeous bodies moving around, saying nothing to each other but everything to me. There was this language that I needed to decode. I needed to be part of it. And when it finally opened its arms to me, I jumped right in. I'm going to skip ahead about 20 years. If you're interested, the film Billy Elliot show has lots of similarities. Also, I'm not going to talk about the inner workings of a ballet company because there are plenty of films that will do a much more entertaining job than me, albeit goofy and silly, but they're entertaining and ridiculous and half true, and I love them. Keep ballet cliches alive, folks. Actually 2 weeks ago now, Ballet Memphis performed at Mississippi State University, and I performed on stage for the very last time. My decision to stop dancing wasn't based on anything dramatic, I could have gone on, I'm only 31, I could have gone on a bit longer, although dancers kind of age like dogs, so I'm sure if you caught us open, we'd look like the Crypt Keeper. The decision wasn't about injury, it wasn't dramatic, but my relationship started to shift. It started small, like not wanting to do a jumping combination in class any more than once, or not thinking that a particular dance step was kind of relevant to me anymore. And so dance is like 90% dedication, discipline. So when those alarm bells start going off, you have to kind of listen to them, My choreographic and leadership responsibilities were on fire. I was churning out dances like a factory, and I was loving it. Still am, by the way. And but I was being asked to do things more and more that didn't involve my body. And when your body is the way you navigate the world, as it is for dancers, that can be really, really, really confusing and hard. 1 hour I was making dances, and the next I was making in a meeting. It was nonstop. I know I'm really fortunate to be able to dance, but to have a career beyond. But I want to talk about recognizing the end of something is really about vulnerability. You know, Dance and I are no longer going to be messy lovers engaged in some kind of hypermobile embrace. We're going to be old friends, friends who adore each other. Colleagues are going to walk side by side. We might not take the next leap together, but we'll definitely be beside each other. Thanks.